Are you tired of losing money trading cryptocurrencies? Sign up for my free trading AI with over 50% monthly return on your investment. Link is in the description. The SEC sent a Wells notice to the cryptocurrency exchange Coinbase. What do you anticipate the price of XRP to be in the future? The predictions of many people are being shared. Some predict that Ripple's legal struggle with the US will end in failure. Others base it on the notion that the corporation will win, such as the SEC. As a result, several forecasts exist for the price of XRP in the future. A crypto geek recently tweeted that Jimmy Val, managing director of Valhill Capital, believes that XRP could be worth between $10,000 and $30 and $5,000 per coin following regulations and once it is recognized as the world's bridge currency. What about Jimmy Valley? Is it worth heating up his words? Jimmy is the managing director and co-founder of Valhill Capital with James E. Valley. According to the media, Valley is one of the nation's top energy dealmakers and a rising star among attorneys. Jimmy is the author of Huge Ships, Energy Trends Reshaping America's Future, the #1 bestseller on Amazon. Prior to co-founding Valhill Capital, Valley had 20 years of experience serving as a senior M&A partner at two top-tier AmLaw 100 law firms, assisting public and private enterprises, MLPs, investment banking firms, sovereign wealth funds, and private equity funds in more than $100 billion of international transactions. Valley also frequently speaks on commercial, economic, and energy-related themes. Recently, he delivered the keynote address at the Mensa conference. His knowledgeable opinions have been quoted in a variety of trade and industry journals, including USA Today and U.S. News and World Report. Valley explained how an XRP repurchase at $10,000 to $35,000 apiece is feasible in an on-chain podcast from last year. In the XRP community, he is well known for doing that. He is the one who first proposed the buyback theory for XRP. Then what is the buyback theory for XRP? The Valley's buyback theory is so named. Governments are urged to repurchase the full retail supply of XRP. Additionally, Valley provides a price for the buyback of XRP of an astounding $37,500 per token, derived by dividing the entire global wealth by the complete quantity of the asset. According to media reports, XRP has been trading at the 40-cent mark for the past few weeks. The XRP community can't quit wondering if Valley's buyback EC concept will ever materialize, despite the fact that nobody takes it seriously. The theory suggests that the bridge currency XRP can be a valuable asset. But in order for it to become a reality, the government must first ensure liquidity by holding a significant amount of XRP. The supply of XRPs might theoretically be acquired from the secondary market in order to accomplish this. In order to replenish the empty Federal Reserve, the U.S. government bought gold from its citizens during the Great Depression, setting a precedent. The price of XRP should be set in order to maintain market stability. This means that if XRP represents all of the world's wealth, its market capitalization should do the same. The price of XRP with a limited 100 billion supply, according to the Ripple buyback idea, might fluctuate between $37,000 and $50,000. The XRP community engaged in extensive discussion over the theory. Critics assert that it is impossible, especially given the decentralized nature of XRP. Governments and the Ripple Labs company are experimenting with CBDC. Nations like China are attempting to establish their fiat as the global reserve currency. Legal restrictions are also becoming more strict globally, making it impossible for institutions to purchase and store significant quantities of digital currencies. Should the United States think about designating XRP as the global reserve currency and purchasing its entire position from the market in light of this? Jimmy Valley, managing director of Valhill Capital, made a notable mention of this speculative notion in 2021. These areas are once again making waves in the cryptocurrency sector. However, after discussing it in a recent interview, Ripple Labs CTO David Schwartz instantly refuted this notion. In fact, he said that he barely gave it a second glance. He even declared it to be a hoax. I haven't looked at it closely, but what I have seen suggests a scam to me in a big way. According to a tweet from Schwartz, If 2012 and 2022 have taught us anything, it is that anyone who promises big returns with no risk will almost surely loot you. Notably, the XRP buyback theory has been debunked by numerous individuals in the cryptocurrency community, most notably by Matt Hamilton, the former director of developer relations at Ripple, who called Vallé's idea a complete fantasy and accused him of engaging in bribery in a lengthy Twitter thread in early January. Late in December of last year, Vallé's interview with investor, analyst, and business coach Molly Elmore prompted new rumors regarding the theory's ongoing tale. He even highlighted Johnny Deaton, an attorney who has been opposing SEC outreach and assisting the court in the Ripple v. SEC case. Valley suggested that Deaton be compensated for his assistance to Ripple in the aforementioned matter on behalf of XRP holders in the event of a buyback. Deaton, however, has subsequently distanced himself from Vallé's claims and stated that he has no expectation of being compensated for opposing the SEC's overreach. He tweeted that my efforts will continue to be free of charge until I file an appearance on behalf of a business that the SEC is suing. I won't take any cash from token owners in exchange for my work. Even Matt Hamilton, a former director of developer relations at Ripple, believes Vallé's statements to be pure imagination and an illogical scenario. Everything is pure fiction. In response to a tweet from a crypto enthusiast, Hamilton stated that there is no situation in which a buyback makes any sense. However, TV pointed out that even if a buyback of XRP took place, its price couldn't be regarded as fair value since the latter is determined purely by market laws. Hamilton speculated on the likelihood that the buyback will take place to make XRP the new official currency, and asked what prohibited the government from merely purchasing the tokens on the open market. Hamilton stated he was suspicious of Vallé's and Valhall Capital's Act activity and that, so far, he has been uttering more brilliant words than acting. This is a general synopsis of Vallé's remarks. Having said that, it's probably safe to assume that Vallé's claims that an XRP buyback for $10,000 to $35,000 per unit is possible will never come to pass in practice. We do know that blockchain company Ripple recently said that it has acquired memecoin, a Swiss company that securely maintains digital assets on behalf of clients, in an effort to increase its worldwide presence and widen its scope of services. One of the largest acquisitions in the cryptocurrency sector in the last year or so, the news of the deal broke as the San Francisco-based business was defending itself against a lawsuit from the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission. It also occurs at a time when the crypto sector as a whole is dealing with a number of difficulties, including rising interest rates, more restrictive funding requirements, widespread layoffs, and declining firm valuations. According to a recent discussion with CNBC, Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse said, "This is the biggest deal we've seen in the last year." According to Garlinghouse, the company used cash from its own balance sheet to invest $250 million in the transaction. "I believe it's a really important signal for the sector at a time when others are closing their doors or facing layoffs. Additionally, it shows that Ripple is in a good position," he said. "We're going to play offense." According to Garlinghouse, despite the challenges the market as a whole is facing, it is still possible to close significant agreements. He continued by saying that, at a time when the Securities and Exchange Commission is pursuing strong measures against the company, the transaction would enable it to expand its presence abroad. Major participants in the sector. After the SEC filed a lawsuit against the business and two of its executives, accusing them of selling unregistered securities, the regulatory environment surrounding Ripple, the crypto behemoth valued at $15 billion in its most recent private round of financing, became extremely murky. The main claim made by the regulator is that XRP, a cryptocurrency intimately associated with Ripple, resembles a security and should have been registered with the organization before being created and offered to investors. For its part, Ripple contests that XRP qualifies as a security. As you are all aware, the case has now been ongoing for 3 years, and everyone is just waiting for the judge's decision. In an interview with CNBC, Garlinghouse stated that he anticipates the firm receiving a resolution to the legal dispute within a few months. The most likely scenario, according to Garlinghouse, is that we will hear anything in either 2, 4, or 5 months. The SEC's chairman, Gary Gensler, has made it very apparent that the Commission has no plans to scale back on its robust enforcement efforts in the cryptocurrency market. According to Gensler, current securities regulations are already an excellent fit for cryptocurrencies. However, other business leaders think the regulators' efforts are short-sighted. Insiders in the cryptocurrency sector have been urging the U.S. to establish a clear regulatory framework. Congress should work to clarify for businesses the best ways to conduct themselves legally. What do you think about that? For more, make sure to subscribe.